And now what you have exposed here is on the hot tub side, you can see the electrical connection and all the stuff needed to heat the hot tub side. And then over here, you'll see an opening here for the chiller side, which we're gonna go ahead and install now. The next step here is, well, we need to actually get the chiller into the cold plunge system. So we just took it out of its packaging and we kept it upside right, like it is now placed here. You see Aquavoss logo on the top. So I'm gonna walk you through first the componentry and kind of each of the cords that are on the chiller, and then I'm gonna show you where they each go. So a couple things here. This is the control system, which controls the temperature of the cold plunge. You have the standard 110 volt electrical outlet. You have a female end that connects for the ozone. So this is what actually cleans the cold plunge system. And then you have one more cord here, which is the male end that's going to plug into the circulation pump on the inside over here. So I'm going to actually go and do that for each of these pieces here. And then once I plug them all in, we're then going to go and put the actual chiller onto the platform that's over here. So start off here, I've got the ozone system here, and this is going to go into this end over here. You'll see there's a free hanging cord over here that it's going to connect into. So here we go. And that will clip in pretty nicely and smoothly there. So we're going to let that be. The next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is plug the male end into the circulation pump on the back end. So back here, there's going to be a free hanging cord, and to plug that in, it's pretty straightforward. We're going to go ahead and take that and plug it in just like that. And then the last thing here that we need to do, or the second to last, is we need to get the control panel into the hole that's over there on the outside. So what you're going to notice here is that there's some blue ends here. So you're going to go ahead and push it down and take each of them off. Got one over here as well. There are 3 individual connections here. We're actually going to go ahead and unplug those. So here's the unplugging. There we go. So unplug one, unplug the second, unplug the third. And now I'm going to go and bring this over to this side over here to fill the hole. And we're going to feed it right through. Just like that. You want to make sure that the letters are upside right. And then if you come in on the back end, what actually secures it into where it's located is are these blue things right here. So the same way that we removed them, we're going to go ahead and push them, put them back in. And you want to push it all the way to the end, and that's what's actually going to secure it, so that's in place. So you can see it over there now in place. It looks like this is out a little bit. Push this in, just like that. And then the last thing that we have to go ahead and do is to reconnect each of these first. And these actually all have the same size, or it'll be pretty clear which goes into which hole. This one's a 2. Take the electrical outlet, and we're going to feed this through the outlet hole on this end over here. We come over here. We'll go ahead and run it out. And then we'll take this, put that right there in place. So now it's completely put in place here. And the last thing that we're going to go ahead and do is actually get this onto the 2 aluminum holes that we have over here. So now that we have the chiller in place, what we're going to go ahead and do is one is connect the water so it runs through it, and then we're also going to secure it to the actual frame here as well. The first one that we're going to do here is, like we mentioned, the bottom hose is going to connect to the bottom outlet on the actual cold plunge. So we're going to go ahead and do that. As well. And the next thing that we're going to do is we take the top one. And secure it as well. All right. That's all set. The next thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go ahead and secure the actual chiller to the aluminum frame. So we come over here. We're going to do that for each of the four. There's four places to connect to the aluminum frame, so we got to go ahead and do that each side. So now I'll do the second side here. It takes a little bit of adjusting to get it into the right place. Connected the first two here. I got to connect two more in the back, which I will do after here. But once those are all set up, the actual unit itself is actually now plugged up and ready to go.